Coming up on this episode of Outlook TV. Toronto's Friends for Life bike rally.
Tuck Entertainment and Lucas Talent bring it together.
Scarlett BoBo, Out TV documentary Underneath the Empire. And much, much more. Hello and welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay, and I hope you're sparkling and shining as much as the water just to the side of me, because you know what you're doing? Watching the Queer Magazine news show that brings you the stories that matter the most from the big old coast to...
Oh, the other big old coast. And you know what's happening this episode?
Oh, no.
Well, it's our last with Robert. He's leaving us for jolly old.
Yeah, it's, continue on without me. I don't know if I can... I'm joking.
So everybody, the party starts at... No, I'm kidding. We are going to miss him very much. But we're going to soldier on with this episode. We're going to start it off with Toronto people cycling all the way to Montreal.
With Friends for Life, which is exactly what the cast and crew are here. Just run it. Run it.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to lose those extra COVID-19 pounds that I gained during this pandemic. And what a better way to lose it than to hop on a bike and join the Friends for Life bike rally. Let's find out from the co-chairs what they have planned for us for this year's ride.
We are intending to do a physical ride in 2021 this year in August. It's our annual departure from Toronto to Montreal. That is our plan. We have a lot of riders who have registered, who are fundraising, who are training, and we are going to support them all the way. If for some reason the Ontario and Quebec provincial and local health authorities tell us that we can't do a full-blown ride from Toronto to Montreal, we do have contingency plans.
We have numbers hovering around 200 participants. That includes both riders and crew. We love them all, and registration this year has been strong because of the fact that we are going to be doing a physical ride in 2021. The distances that will be made available to our participants still hover around that 100-kilometer mark, and depending on how many days we ride, I still see it as a great physical challenge for all of our participants.
Now it supports 3 AIDS service organizations. It was founded originally to support the People with AIDS Foundation in Toronto, and now also supports HARS in Kingston and ACCM in Montreal.
The bike rally for me has always been a welcoming community. It reaches you wherever you are in your journey in life. It's accepting of so many people from various walks of life. It is a bubble that exists in the summer that is sort of a utopia, as it were. And I really love the community that we've built up over the years that has helped keep us strong via those connections through the course of COVID as well. We just came off of a very successful April where we relaunched our fundraising for the year, and at this point in time we celebrated the fact that our statistics hovered around that of 2019, our last physical ride together. So we're really building up the momentum and hope to achieve that over $1 million threshold that we typically raise each year for our ASOs. A lot of riders facilitate great sales through bake sales to merchandise, anything that can contribute to their fundraising cause. So if you're just viewing this program in June, there's always time to register. We'd love to see you commit to the cause and take on the challenge of a lifetime. Participation is available right through and up until the event itself. I would say that this year especially, we are looking for crew to help maximize the fun that we're having on the ride and the support for those riders themselves.
And the bike rally actually allows you to see tons of areas that are off the beaten path that you don't normally see.
Thank you everyone at Friends for Life Bike Rally. This is Sister Fancy Pants for Outlook TV.
Next up, let's go behind the scenes at the Empire in Toronto.
We pull aside the curtain, get to speak with Scarlett BoBo about their documentary experience. You ready to see what's behind curtain number 1?
Always excited.
Well, hello Outlook TV, it's me Ollie, and today I'm about to have a little kiki with Canada's Drag Race superstar Scarlett BoBo to talk about their new documentary, Underneath the Empire.
Why mince words? We know what we're here for and we want to win, and especially because we're sort of a misfit team.
Underneath the Empire, my brand new documentary that is out worldwide now. It's super exciting. You know, we really talk about all the different types of drag, and it's just a really heartfelt documentary. Empire's Ball is a competition. It is basically a house competition. So 3 to 5 people per house, and they go head to head, battling it out individually, and then they come together with their house and do a big group number at the very end against another house. The current reigning winners are Rebel Jen from Toronto. They're absolutely amazing, a complete gender neutral, gender diverse house.
If we win this thing, we're just gonna prove that we exist. Cool.
So Empire's Ball started with a little idea. Me and a couple of my friends, we were talking about, you know, just doing a different type of competition because there were so many drag queen competitions and there was not any competitions that were showcasing the rest of drag. And we really wanted something to just include everybody from all performance, from all drag scenes in the village in Toronto. And, you know, we started off, I had $5,000 that of my own money that I put towards the prize money. And, you know, next thing we know, the finale is at Yonge and Dundas Square during Pride. And then season 2, Absolute came on and, you know, saved me and brought us even higher and had our finale at the Phoenix and created this incredible documentary. So, you know, it started as this little grassroots idea, and now it's slowly becoming something really big, and I couldn't be happier.
If we win the competition, it would mean the world to us because we have had so much support every step of the way.
So many different artists featured in the documentary. We have bio queens, we have burlesque performers, we have shock performers, we have drag kings, queens, drag performers of all different shapes and sizes, AMAP performers, AFAB performers, and it's really amazing to see all these performers come together in this just magical way. It excites me so much whenever I think about all of the talent that is in Toronto that we were able to, you know, capture in this documentary. I would love to have another ball, girl. That is the one thing that I'm waiting for so hard. We're hopefully bringing season 3 to Toronto and season 1 to Vancouver. So fingers crossed that come 2022, we'll have some balls rolling.
For Outlook TV, this is Ollie in Toronto.
We're going to have to take a little break now.
I'm gonna go take memories of the show, like clippings of Rebecca's hair, but don't tell her.
Ew, that's just wrong.
I'm Alana Thompson with Wreck Beach Spirits, and you're watching Outlook TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV.
In this next segment, we go to the infamous Wreck Beach, where we learn a little bit about spirits?
Well, we didn't go to actual Wreck Beach, but Wreck Beach Spirits told me all about their backstory, and it's pretty interesting, going from a couple romantically to business partners. Alas, it was virtual, so I didn't get to sample the wares.
Oh, well, I can tell you one thing. I left a lot of ghosts at Wreck Beach.
We're hearing more and more these days about tasting rooms and other places that are being more inclusive to the queers. But what about the people behind the scenes who are making those libations that we love? Let's check out Wreck Beach Spirits.
Yeah, I started out on Wreck Beach in Vancouver, hiding essentially a cocktail in a freezy and selling it pretty under the radar for 3 years. And then another 3 years, it wasn't so much under the radar. And it got shut down, my business. And so it was good. It was a good push. So that was my push to go legit. What makes Wreck Beach Spirits and Boozy Freezies different? We have a grassroots backstory, and we're real people behind it. As well as you're getting real fruit purees. You're not getting it as strong as I used to make it on the beach, but you're getting it strong enough with premium spirits. But also, it's just, it's a fun brand. We have a line of an alcohol in a Mr. Freezy, essentially. In addition to the Boozy Freezy line, we also brought out a vodka fizz line. So a vodka soda, vodka seltzer, those are interchangeable. So the vodka fizz are available in about 200 private liquor stores around BC. We're not in the BCL yet, but here's hoping soon. The Boozy Freezy line is available strictly in the US for now until we are able to expand into Canada. The backstory to my current business partnership is my business partner is also my best friend. It was also previously a romantic partner, and we actually met on Plenty of Fish. So Emily and I met, dated for a year and a half, and then as so many queer, generally lesbian relationships work, you then become BFFs, and like everyone, you know, it's all the whole melting pot. And we now run Wreck Beach Spirits out of one house, and she's in the suite below, and I'm in the suite above, and we share 2 dogs. We do outreach with the queer community. We were hoping to be in the Vancouver Parade. That didn't happen. we were actively in the Squamish Pride community. That's in our mandate to support the queer community, as well as we're funding climate security and sustainable development projects. We do queer mentorship. You know, we want to bring that elevator up for the queer community. We want to be role models. Yeah, mentor all the baby queers.
Sounds delicious. For Outlook TV, I'm Rebecca Wyman. If you're ever looking for a safe space, we've got you covered.
And covered we are, because there's many businesses that display proudly the Safe Space sticker provided by the police department.
The Safe Place program provides safe spaces for LGBTQ+ people who feel threatened as they call for help. It was started by the Seattle Police Department in 2015, adopted by Vancouver Police in 2016, and then by the RCMP throughout BC.
The initial article that was shared basically just mentioned that the only policies and procedures for local businesses to do was to sign up for the program, to place the decal in their businesses in a visible manner, and 3, to make sure that if a queer distressed person came by, that they would call RCMP and allow them to stay in their location. That was it. That was a 3-step program.
When the Kelowna detachment of the RCMP launched the program, there were concerns from the LGBTQ+ community.
Basically, the consensus was pretty unanimous within the Kelowna Pride Society board members. We were all like, how did this begin, and why did this just start off and be rolled out without any of our consultations?
There was a town hall discussion held, including Kelowna Pride and concerned members of the LGBTQ+ community.
Through that conversation, we basically formed a working group that is comprised of 3 groups of people. 1 is the Kelowna Pride Society board members. 2 is the RCMP representative. Right now, we have 2 active members on there from the RCMP, and then we also have the community members who feel very strongly and want to see the program go towards a very positive manner and making sure that we protect queer folks from further trauma. The template that we are providing is a template that is for training purposes for both the RCMP and, as you mentioned before, for business organizations. So we will want to have both of those ready to go before we feel that we can relaunch the program again. The main priority right now, we know how time sensitive this thing is. We, as community members, even personally myself, I understand the need for something like this to exist in a community because it is a step in the right direction. So I don't want to take it away from the community as long as it needs to be.
The training template will provide guidance in dealing with this type of situation.
The most important thing is to make sure that anybody who comes in and accesses that service is, 1, obviously protected from further trauma from the current harassment that they're dealing with, but also 2, making sure that the safe place that they think they're accessing is not going to add to that further trauma. Are the staff members present on site at the moment? Are they going to respect that person's chosen's name? Are they going to respect that person's pronouns? If they, for example, want to use the bathrooms to hide out in, are they going to stop them from using the bathroom that they want to use because they might not express their gender in the way that we think it is, right? Those are kind of things that we think about. And then also considering the fact that sometimes things get violent. What happens if things get a little bit more physical? Are they then going to close shop, making sure that that person is actually hiding out somewhere safe? Obviously, it's a bit of a big bag to carry, but we're trying to make sure that those things are included in the trainings that we're providing. Obviously, it's not a small task, but we want to make sure that at least the business organizations are supported as best as they can.
Overall, the support for the program is positive.
I'm happy to hear that Kelowna RCMP has been very open to the idea of patching things up and moving along in a way that doesn't further traumatize queer folks. I will say that if anybody out there in their local community has something like this, take it from us. It's not impossible. The conversation can start. Somebody just needs to initiate that conversation. And one of the things that came out of the working group is that obviously we're going to try to make this the conversation that we're having, the output of the training and the working group that we've talked about over the last couple of weeks available for the
Big
community.
thanks to Kelowna's LGBTQ+ community for doing the legwork so that other LGBTQ+ groups can use the developed policies in their own community. For Outlook TV in Vancouver, this is Gareth CJ Wee.
Let's check out what happens when Tuck gets together with Lucas Entertainment.
Big entertainment and big meaty tucks come together to produce some business results, I hear.
Oh yeah, let's check out the business side of being a drag star.
Lucas Talent and Tuck Entertainment have just joined forces. Today I'm about to talk with Drew Bennett, the founder and president of Tuck Entertainment, to talk about what we can expect from this amazing collaboration.
I'm super excited to announce that Tuck Entertainment and Lucas Talent has partnered, and Tuck Entertainment is officially a division with Lucas Talent. And if you don't know Lucas, Lucas is one of the largest talent agencies in Canada. They've been around since like 1986. But more importantly, what we love about Lucas is that they really care about their talent, their actors, which is exactly what Tuck Entertainment does. So we're really excited. Tuck Entertainment started in 2015, and it literally was all about drag artists. So Tuck Entertainment is a drag artist management agency. We were the first one in Canada, and we're really proud of that because what we wanted to do with Tuck Entertainment was really grassroots and really take local drag queens across Canada and really help them be the artists that they are today. So we're a management agency, we do productions, and we're really excited now. We're with Lucas to do TV, film, literary review, voice work, you name it, we'll do it.
Hey girl, don't stop, make that dough. Filling up my double at Timmy Hoes.
So we have some RuPaul Drag Race talent, season 1, season 2 coming up. We definitely have local talent across Canada, which is the most important part. Just some quick highlights, of course, Jaylene Time, two-spirited, trans, beautiful actress. We have, of course, Miss Gloria Hole, everyone loves the Hole, Nina Mercury. We have Vicky Licks, a comedy queen out of Toronto. JJ King's out of Toronto. We have Wendy Warhol out of Montreal. Is the first, alpha queen that I believe is being represented across Canada. And with that, we have Coco Klein. She is something to watch because she is unique. What's best to announce, this beautiful relationship and this partnership than a pregnant drag queen? I mean, that's just the best thing in the world. I don't know how the drag queen got pregnant, but it happened. Tagline was, we have a surprise. Our family's growing. Are you a drag queen across Canada? Maybe don't know about contracts or how much they should be charging. That's what we do. When we work with corporate companies, they may have an idea of a show or production that they want to do, and they throw it at us. And so come join the family. We're the biggest family across Canada for drag queens, and we want you.
I just came to say goodbye.
For Outlook TV, this is Ollie in Vancouver.
Time for us to take another little break.
I'm going to lounge out and just reflect upon the years that I've spent in front of this camera and how much I've aged.
Oh, you have, yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. Welcome back. You're watching Outlook TV, and you are just in time for our Robert retrospective.
The memories and emotions keep rolling back in.
We're cruel and vicious here.
They really are. Help me. Dirty little secrets, eh? I'm here at XY in Vancouver, and I'm about to witness Dirty Little Secrets, an improv show with a twist. It's an opportunity for audience members to come and unfurl their secrets in front of a live audience doing improv. I'm about to interview one of the producers of the show and learn what this show is all about, where it started, and where it's going.
Oh my God, you know what?
How do you do it?
Well, the trick is that we pee on each other constantly.
Dirty Little Secrets is an incredible improv show that incorporates audience secrets as the suggestions for the scenes and stories we tell. And it was originally started in the Village in New York City by Dan Dubshaw and Stephen Sheffer. And Steve is still running it in New York. And Dan brought it here, and we started it up under DJS, and it's been an incredible experience.
I've been having phone sex with someone I met online playing Scrabble. He's a Scottish man living in Portugal with his wife, smiley face.
How do you integrate secrets into Dirty Little Secrets?
So when you come to the door, you pay or you show your ticket and you give a secret. Has to be truthful, has to be about you. Doesn't have to be dirty, can be like a cooking secret or a fashion or beauty secret. Can be any secret you wouldn't normally tell anybody. They all write it down. It gets anonymously kept by our Doctor of Secrets, who sometimes shifts but is normally Jonathan Squires. And then at the beginning of every scene, instead of yelling or asking for suggestions from the crowd, we use those as the scene inspirations.
I yelled the name of my ex mid-sex with my current partner.
The evolving of the show has been organic and beautiful in every single one of its inceptions, and every place that does it, it's now going to operate in 5 countries actually. So really, we just wanted to give everyone in this city an opportunity to air their dirty laundry for everybody and then watch some magical theater happen because of something they would almost never talk about.
Only feeling my way around by the sense of vibration. And I see that through these straps.
What's been one of your favorite secrets that you've come across that you've been able to bring to the stage?
One woman told me that her secret was my 2-year-old yesterday used my butt plug on her forehead and called herself a unicorn. And I was like, more of this, come every show. Please tell us all of these secrets, because it just makes for magical, whimsical improv.
Sex with me is like marrying a cousin. It's good down south.
Dirty Little Secrets brings to the queer community an aspect of them being able to share secrets they would never normally be able to share. And to access more people, we also employ and cast queer people as a part of our show, because actually all of the showrunners are queer as well.
Sex with me is like a coffee. It's better when it happens in a Starbucks.
I'm Robert Mackay reporting for Outlook TV here at XY. And if you want to see a little twist on the regular improv, come to see the Dirty Little Secrets show. Thank you very much.
Continuing our Robert retrospective, we have Stop Smoking and Start Knitting.
It's good advice delivered by a very good drag queen, so let's check it out, shall we? And put down those smokes and pick up those needles. The knitting ones. What's better than some down-home Scottish advice, you ask? How about throwing a few friends into the mix? I'm here at XY to check out Stop Smoking, Start Knitting, the variety show being put on by Jamie Smith. Let's go in and check it out.
Oh my goodness, what's this? This is a suspension bridge. What is this? It's a net. Oh.
I would say it's a night of motherly love. It's like just coming into my living room for some love, some laughter, and maybe a sing-along or two, dear. Why is knitting so important to me, Robert? I would say, as I said before, it's like a meditation. It really keeps you focused in the here and now, dear, and you can produce beautiful things, dear.
And now, after taking my e-course, you don't smoke anymore, do you? Isn't that whatever? My academy, I have academies all around the country.
Could give just one piece of advice to future generations, Robert, I would say, and it sounds a bit cheesy, you know, but honestly, utilize the power of love, dear. This night, after all, is about love.
Have you learned a lot from me? Say I knew it.
Well, Julie's a little bit forceful, but you didn't see that in the show. And you don't really get, inspired to join so much as guilted to join. So, but I always have such a grand time doing music. I think music should be done all the time by everybody. So when I get a chance to play, I just took it.
What's the connection to the queer community for this show?
Well, if you saw the show, you'll see that just tonight, Julie has outed me on stage. So the connection is rather new and a little bit real. But it's probably because of her boys. Both of them were being gay. And Julie has always been such a lovely mum and supported them right through anything they ever wanted to do.
If you were gay, oh my God, that would be okay. I mean, 'cause hey, I love you anyway, because you see.
Again, having just been outed on stage, I have to embrace and celebrate who I am a little bit more. And I think that that's what I take away from it. And I hope that the audience gets a seminal personal truth that maybe comes to them in a loving way.
We are going to put this show on in Montreal in November, dear. And, it's going to be a big one. All my friends are there and they'll be there. And my knitting, I have a knitting academy, Robert. I have a knitting school. And there's divisions of that all around the globe, Robert.
Left a good job in the city.
Woo! What a hoot. This variety show had it all. Scottish advice, show tunes, drag queens, comedy, you name it. Stop smoking, start knitting. Check them out on Facebook if you want to look at their upcoming events. I've been Robert Mackay for Outlook TV. Thank you so much for joining us.
Alas, Robert's last show is drawing to a close.
Yes, and I have to say that community is one of the most important things to me and has been an honor to be on this show, to be with Rebecca, to be with the cast, the crew, the reporters, everyone on here. Thank you so much for many years with Outlook TV. You're watching one amazing show. And if you want to volunteer with us, we got some options for you.
And in the meantime, we're going to have some guest hosts standing in for the irreplaceable Robert. But we do actually have to replace him. So if you have ever had the hankering to be in front of the camera, especially with me, especially if you are trans or BIPOC, we want to hear from you. Send us an email.
Please do. And we can be followed on all the internet connected things like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and Scruff and oh gosh, just take it.
I'm sorry, it's that time, Robert. We have to say thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Robert Mackay. Stay safe, Canada. I'm signing off.